2022 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross SUV. The Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross is an extra-small SUV designed to compete with the Mazda CX-30, Kia Soul and Honda HR-V, among others. For the 2022 model year, Mitsubishi has made a variety of improvements to it. The Eclipse Cross is still the same model that debuted in 2018 but with new styling, an upgraded suspension and other improvements designed to enhance the overall driving experience. Unfortunately, the Eclipse Cross still has a long way to go. Even with substantial changes compared with the 2020 version, it skipped the 2021 model year. The 2022 Eclipse Cross feels far from modern. The materials inside the cabin feel cheap, even for an affordable segment, and the driving experience requires a lot of effort with little payoff. Better crossovers this size are also available at more appealing prices. The 2022 Eclipse Cross is powered by the same turbocharged 1.5-liter four-cylinder engine as previous versions. It makes 152 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque, and at low speeds on city streets it can feel energetic in certain situations. But in general, the engine is not particularly quick, quiet or refined. This sets the tone for the rest of the driving experience. The steering is noticeably heavy, and not in a stiff and sporty sort of way. It simply requires more effort to get the Eclipse Cross to change direction than other crossovers this size. Mitsubishi wants the Eclipse Cross to emphasize fun and spirited driving, but with jerky brakes and a top-heavy body that is easily upset in turns, this crossover is plagued by crude execution. Pretty comfortable, actually. The Eclipse Cross exhibits a smooth ride on many road surfaces. Mitsubishi retuned the suspension springs and added larger rear shock absorbers. As a result, the 2022 Eclipse Cross is comfortable even over significant cracks and bumps in the pavement. Mitsubishi has taken an aspect of the Eclipse Cross that was very recently a drawback. Our previous expert rating said dips caused the vehicle to heave mightily, and turned it into a positive. The interior of the Eclipse Cross is one of its stronger points, with a spacious cabin and comfortable front seats. New for 2022 is an available power-adjustable passenger seat too. However, taller drivers should be warned that the seats do not lower very much, creating an odd driving position for those 6 feet or taller. To shorter drivers, the heightened seat may be welcome. The doors open wide, making access easy to both rows. In the rear there is plenty of headroom and legroom. The seats are not as plush or contoured in the back as they are in the front, and there is a general lack of design that leaves the rear feeling drab. Overall, the Eclipse Cross has an interesting style inside, but there are obviously fake metals and hard plastics wherever you turn. The quality of materials is simply not up to par with what's in other vehicles in this price range. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration come standard, and both systems operate well on the available 8-inch touchscreen. Mitsubishi moved it 2 inches closer to the driver for 2022, a helpful touch. The infotainment system itself responds well to touch, but the graphics are awfully dated. Our test vehicle came with a head-up display, but instead of projecting the image onto the windshield, it's shown on a single piece of glass that rises from the dashboard. Its height can't be adjusted, so if you're tall it can be hard to see clearly. There are a lot of standard and optional safety features, and blind spot monitoring is helpful given the Eclipse Cross' substantial rear blind spots. But the adaptive cruise control does not handle transitions well. When it has to brake or accelerate based on traffic conditions, the result is abrupt and jerky. Your passengers will notice.